All right, so got some parts finally from my Bricklink order. I usually go from this guy in on what's his name? I forget. If you want to know, I'll find out for you. But it's not a lot of good parts. Most of them seem to be even new, and it's close by. I think he's out in Sacramento, and I'm in the Bay Area, so it usually comes by pretty quick. Turns around pretty quick. Although some reason it went out to Vegas this time instead of going straight down to California or across California. I went out of state and then went back in. Who knows? But we got a bunch of parts for the hammerhead build, which you can kind of see it right off of there, which has been on one of my other videos. I got some parts to hopefully finish up some more of it. Like I redid the bottom, which I actually kind of basically made already. Well, you know, I'll get into it another time because when I get to that one. But so a lot of that, most of the white ones and some of the grays for that. But I did get a bunch of blue parts because this guy, let's scoot these guys over. I'm gonna do some work on this one, sort of. We'll see. This thing, the tail, gets zoomed up. The spoiler, rear spoiler, whatever you want to call this. Called a ducktail because that's how high it kind of just angles up. I don't know. I don't really like that look myself. It's just I'd rather have it just straight off the back. And what else did I do? I did change the wheels because the other options that they came with wasn't the best in my opinion. And I think this one off of the S2000, which was the yellow one off to the side there, worked best. And I did a video on that, and I painted the bronze ones black and put it on this guy. I think it looked a lot better on black instead of using the white ones on there. It just added a third color, accent color, which I didn't need. It just needed to be black and yellow primarily. And then this one is basically this aqua, or I would just call it a teal color or turquoise. And you know, I think it works good as a sporty color against with white. But again, this I need it. So I bought a bunch of parts and wasn't sure which one would work. I just figured, well, since he has it, we'll just get some parts. Either one of this in a dark azure. I got like a set of each, or a medium azure or dark turquoise, and likely probably the dark turquoise, but we shall see. And if not, if all else fails, I can make it in black potentially. And so we'll take a look at these real quickly. And I can tell already that hopefully, and most likely, the dark azure, dark turquoise should be the closest match. I think it's this one. We'll see. Oh, I mean, it might actually, I can't even tell. Let me open this up a little. I don't have a whole lot of these, but I'll take out the black one as well, because everything else should be for the Hammerhead Corvette. So if I can just fish out these, let's make a set here. Let's see, I think these are one color. This is one. So I don't know why I still got a 3. Well, I think maybe the thought was either because this is 5 studs across, so, and they don't make a 1x5, I don't believe, in a tile. So I have to either do 2 2x2s and a 1x1 to make that up, or 1 1x3 and maybe 2 1x1s on the outside. And I think that's why I just gave myself a mix of options to see which one would look the best. Probably the fewer number of tiles to keep it smoother, the better. And again, this is just a gamble on whether these colors will even be a close enough, if not exact, hopefully a close enough match to what's here, so that I can actually use it. But if they're too far off, I might just do it in black, count it as like a carbon fiber piece or something. although it doesn't have the pattern, but you know, something that's dark-ish in general will look can kind of substitute or be that color for me. I'm hoping, I believe this is the dark turquoise. I don't think, I looked at other colors and I don't think there's anything else that would be it. So, excuse me, I probably should have pre-sorted this out first, but I just got back from dinner, hit the mailbox, got this in after it's washed up and settled down a bit. This one, I think it goes to that, and this should go to this side. Does that look about right? And what can you tell? From the camera, it almost looks like this might be closer, but my camera, for some reason, on this, it's a Pixel 7 Google, overall it's a pretty good phone. It's definitely not the top. What are they up to, 8 or 9? Or is it 10 even? But it's overall been pretty good. I haven't had too many complaints with it, other than the fact that because it's Google, they want you to use the Google Photos app, and I've got to tell you, I don't really like it just because of the way it organizes, or the lack of the organization that I normally have done with my photos on my phone, my device here. It's just too much information, and there's a lot of stuff that they bring up to the top level that I just don't want to deal with, or I don't want actually anybody else to see, as I'm just kind of opening up my app to check out things. Like it presents all the stuff that's either on a cloud and or the device, and sometimes it's hard to decipher which one exactly is on what I'm looking at, if it's actually on the cloud or is it actually on the phone, or perhaps it's both. I think that's it. Okay, and I got a black piece for this just in case I needed it off. So if I do the black, it'll be probably these two and that, most likely. So here, take a look. Not quite. So this one is pretty close, but I think it's a bit too much on the light side. And so I do believe this might be the closest thing. This would be the dark turquoise. It's not 100%. It's a little slightly more green than the car itself, but between the three colors I have here, this is the closest one. So let's try that. So we'll just lift these up. Pretty simple. Yeah, I just don't like this style of spoiler. You know, whenever I get these things, I try to modify it to be something that I would do. So I don't have a 3. I don't know why I ended up getting these. And I knew that probably this would have done, but my mind was like, just get more pieces. You might be able to use it for someone else. So I don't know which one are the best pieces here that aren't as scuffed up. Well, you know, to tell you the truth, the pieces that came from the box were not exactly, you know, as you can see right there, it's not exactly scratch free. Same with the windshield. So what I would do is put just basically these two right here. One, and I'm just trying to see which one is better of the pieces. Has a little bit more shine. It's pretty close. I think it's this one. How about this? Oh, is this actually, I should have compared this. Hang on. Pretty sure this is a good one here. These guys. That's not gonna work. I gotta do it together. Like, line them up as parallel as possible, and then, of course, my hand isn't flat, so this one seems to give up a little bit more cleaner sheen or shine. I guess this one. Close enough. And put one of these in the middle. I don't know, I guess this one. And bam, just like that. Let's see. It's not perfect, but truth be told, I don't think these, they're a better match, I guess. So yeah, that's what I want to do. Just clean up this back part like that. Let me back it up a little bit, and just make it. That's how we'll do it. I don't usually go with a big spoiler. I'll see if I can fix this, but I don't know why I'm not mad at that so much. I could maybe mess with that and make it smaller, but here we go. So then this actually, kind of like a small little lip spoiler off the back. It's basically straight, but then it has generally, from most angles, that illusion of just a slight, rear spoiler on right over the rear hatch window, which is fairly common, even on my Volkswagen Golf. And that looks pretty good, I think. I mean, it's about as good as I'm going to get it. Otherwise, this is fortunately just a bit too on the light side. This one shows up even more. Like, it doesn't really work, but from a distance with this guy, I think it's passable. Here, why don't we try one more thing, if I can even get my fingers under there to pull it. Yeah. So there's just enough purchase or lift to get even my short fingernails, somewhat short fingernails, under there. So pull it out, and let's see how it looks like if I did it in black instead. Right? This one's kind of shiny. I'm just kind of looking maybe between these two. It has less offensive markings, less minor scuffs. They're pretty much the same, so I don't think there's a huge advantage. So we'll see how this looks like. Pop these on here like this, and this one here. What do you think? This one, I don't have to worry about it not exactly matching, obviously. It's not bad, but it's not really the look that I'm going for. I just feel like I want more body color, and even though it's not perfect, that is closer to it. I wonder, do I have something to buff it out? Maybe if I shined it up, it may keep it a deeper color, those pieces over there. I mean, this is not terrible. I mean, if you wanted to get sporty, it kind of works. But I think I will stick with the dark turquoise, I guess is what we're going to call the color that I picked. And I don't think there's anything in between that could be any closer. Yeah, let me see. I'm going to just try to shine those up, and I'll put it on, and then we'll have one more final look at this, and that'll be that, I guess.